Hi, hi, hi. This is Judy. Woo, woo. I am here. Can we talk? I just want to have a talk with you about what? Your health. I have a Facebook private group called Eat One, Teach One, and we're doing a 3-week challenge, like for 21 days. And I just wanted to kind of come on and just let you know what we're doing, just in case you want to incorporate some of this into your everyday living in order to take your health back. But let me tell you a little bit about my story. About 2.5 years ago, I went to the doctor and he told me that I was at high risk for heart attack or stroke. I was devastated. And after getting that news, he gave me some Lipitor, and I told him, I said, well, I didn't tell him then, but I told him after the fact. I said, I'll never take Lipitor, because I had researched Lipitor and I found out what it will really do to your body and to your organs. So I had refused to take the Lipitor. So that night, after getting that news, I came home. I was devastated. I cried. I talked to my kids. I talked to my family, and I told most of them what the doctor had said. And that night, I did take the Lipitor that first night because I was devastated. I didn't know what to do. And so after taking the Lipitor, I just felt no peace. Like, I felt like that's not what I wanted to do. That's not the life I wanted to live for the rest of my life. So after crying all night, I woke up the next morning and I said, oh, so now what are you going to do about your health? You know, now that you're devastated, now that you've taken that Lipitor one night, are you going to continue this for the rest of your life? And I said, no. I said, that's not how I'm going to live. So I decided that day, that very morning, to take my health into my own hands, y'all. And that's exactly what I did. I started researching heart attack and stroke. I started researching Lipitor. And most of all, the most important thing I started doing was researching foods that could repair my health. You know, because I don't want to be a slave to all these different medications, because I know for a fact that once you start taking one medication, then that medication has side effects, and then you end up on all these other different medications. And I just don't want to live like that. So I started researching. I do an awful lot of researching. That's mostly what I do on the weekends, because I want to continue on my journey of health, because that's exactly what it is. Like, it's not a, you can't do it just Monday through Friday, or you can't just do it on the weekends, or you can't do it if you you can't just do it if you're not traveling. It has to be a part of who you are. And that's exactly what eating healthy has become for me, is a part of who I am. It's like I sleep, breathe, eat health, because I plan to live a long time. I want to live long and strong. Like, I don't want to be broke down and your back hurts, your head hurts, your stomach hurts, your legs hurt, your muscles hurt. Like, I just refuse to live like that. It's not something I want to do. So this is one of the reasons why I get on here and I talk to you, because I don't want anyone else to have to go through the pain and agony that I went through of hearing that news from the doctor. And if I could spare you that, then that's what I want to do. That's my life goal. That's my life mission. That's my purpose in life. I know for a fact now what my purpose is, and I know God allowed that to happen to me so that I could talk to you, and you won't have to hear that from your doctor. So what I started doing, I had, like I said, I have a private Facebook group called Eat One, Teach One, and we started a 21-day challenge. And for the first day, we had to drink 8 ounces of 8 glasses of water a day for that day, which equals 64 ounces of water, which is what your body needs anyway. And I hear so many people saying, I don't like water, I don't drink water, but you don't realize how important water is for your health. So I'm gonna read to you, because I Googled, why does our body need water? Why is it very important that we drink water? It says, your body uses water in all its cells, organs, and tissues to help regulate its temperature and maintain other bodily functions. Because your body loses water through breathing. Did you know you lose water through breathing and sweating and digestion? It's important to rehydrate by drinking fluids and eating foods that contain water. Like, your body cries out for water. You have to just make yourself drink it. And I don't really have a problem with drinking water, but what I started doing during the challenge was adding fruit to my water, like getting a bag of frozen fruit and just throwing a handful of that in there, you know, in the morning, and just drinking off of that all day. It gives it a little flavor. So for those of you that don't like water, because I know there's sincerely people out there that really don't like water, you know, and if you have a problem drinking water, add some fruit to your water. Don't add Kool-Aid. Don't add sugar. Then that's no longer water. That's water plus all this other stuff. You know, so if you're going to add anything to your water, just add fruit to your water. What fruit do you like? Add that to your water. I love strawberries, so I usually put strawberries in my water, or just I get the bag of frozen mixed fruit. You know, get your frozen fruit and just throw them in there, because your body cries out for this water, and if you don't give your body the water that it needs to be healthy, then your body just do all these other crazy things, and then you wondering why. You know, why are you not feeling good? You know, why do you always feel tired and run down? Because your body needs water. W-A-T-E-R. People, let's drink our water. If you can't seem to get 64 ounces down in a day. Let me tell you another thing I started doing. I started, like, I can't really drink out of, I have a 64 ounce container, right? If I look at all that water, it's too much. So I started, I got a little cup, and I pour my 8 ounces into this little cup, you know, and I drink, what, 8 ounces every hour, because if I'm at work for 8 hours, if I drink 8 of those small cups, then that's my 64 ounces. So you don't have to try to drink a big old huge 64 ounce, because some people can't look at that much water and drink it. So drink a little bit at a time. Get the smaller waters, and just make sure it equals 64 ounces, because if you don't trace what you're drinking, you can't track it. Or is it the other way around? No, you have to track it in order to trace it. If you're not monitoring what you're drinking, then you won't know. Like, I asked some people during the challenge, I say, how much water do you drink? They say a lot. Your lot may not be 64 ounces. Your lot may be 20 ounces. Your lot may be 10 ounces. Your lot may not be enough. You know, so you need to really monitor how much you're drinking in order to know that your body is getting what it needs. And then another thing we did, we started doing our, see my Fitbit here? I have to track how many steps I get a day, because it's very important. It's very important that you get up and you move around and you're active, because if you don't use your limbs and your body, then they stiff up on you. What they say, if you don't use it, you'll lose it. You don't want to lose the activities of your limbs. I think we don't appreciate our hands and our feet and our backs and things when we're able to use them. But if you don't use them, then they stiff up, and then you wonder where all this arthritis and all this other itis comes from. It comes, a lot of it's inflammation, a lot of it's what you're putting inside your body, the different foods that you're eating. You know, mainly it's the foods that you're eating. But you have to get up and move. I don't care if you're retired. I don't care if you're at work. Like, I started now getting up, trying to get up at least every hour, and just walking around the office. Just get up and move around. So it's very important that you drink your water, and that you, at least 10,000 steps is what they call, like, the norm. You know, like, anybody should be able to get 10,000 steps, because even sick people in the hospital, some people, most people, all people, right after surgery, that same day, they'll say, okay, we got to get you up and walking. Why? Because they know that you need to stay active. You need to stay moving. So some people say, well, I'm a senior citizen, I can't move around, or I'm sick. That's more of a reason for you to get up and move and walk around. You need to use your body, or you'll lose the activities of your limbs. Now, who wants that? Y'all, let's live long and strong. You know, why should you live to be 100 and somebody else got to take care of you? Meaning feeding you, washing you, combing your hair, brushing your teeth. Who wants, that's not quality of life, not to me. So I'm going to live long, and I'm going to live strong, and I'm going to live without pain, without aches and pains. You know, and I always tell everybody, because I'm really, really proud of my age. I just thank God, because I'll be 60 years old soon, really soon. And I don't have any aches. I don't have any pains. You know, I see so many people that are so much younger than I am, and they're suffering from, you name it, they're suffering from it. And I sit and I just think like, oh my God, the remedy for that is just so simple. Like it's an easy fix. Just change what you're eating. And mainly you have to change your mindset, because if you change your mind, you can change your health. Because once your mind changes, then you'll be able to change the things that you're eating. You know, I know that I take a food bag to work, and my bag had gotten really heavy because everything that I eat at work, everything that I drink at work, I bring it from home. So I carry a food bag everywhere I go. And so the food bag was getting really, really heavy, I guess, because I had so much stuff in it. And I would carry the strap along my shoulders, and all of a sudden my shoulders started aching. And I'm like, now I need to figure this out. Why are my shoulders aching, you know, like that? So I came home and I just started thinking about it. I said, it has to be one of two things. I said, either my bags are too heavy that I'm carrying, or it's the way that I'm sleeping. So I changed both of those. And today my shoulders don't hurt. I stopped carrying the bags on my shoulders. I carry it in my hand now. And actually today what I did was bought a bag, a food bag that I can pull. It has wheels on it, because that's how important my health is. Like, I don't want to be in pain. I don't want my shoulders hurting. I don't want my back hurting. I refuse to live like that. So when something's bothering you, when something is aching, when something is not going right in your body, it's your job to figure out why. It's your job to say, what's the root cause of, like, what's the root cause of my shoulders hurting? Like, I could have just moped and groped, oh man, my shoulders hurt, my back hurt, and call my doctor and all of that. I would have called the doctor had I eliminated the bags, had I changed the way I was sleeping, my sleeping position, and if it was still aching, then I would know it was something else. But I know for a fact that my body should not be aching, so I figured it out. It was my food bag. Sometimes your laptop bag is heavy, or your book bag is heavy, or your work bag is heavy, and you're carrying it all day long, or even for a few minutes from car to your building, you're carrying this bag. And a lot of times you don't realize how heavy your bags are, but they are heavy. So you need to monitor what you're carrying so that it doesn't affect your body. And see, and I can tell you these things because these are the things that I go through, or the things that I have gone through, and I just want to spare you, like spare you some of these things. Like, you know how they say going there, been there can tell going there how to get there, because I've been there. So you don't have to suffer through some of the things that I have gone through, simply if you just take your health into your own hands and be responsible for your own health. And the next thing we did, we had to at least get 7 hours of sleep. Y'all, it's recommended 7 to 8 hours of sleep. Why? Why does our body need this sleep? Because no, that's not the real reason. Well, because your body is trying to rejuvenate from the day. It's trying to replenish everything that has gone on through the day. I'm gonna Google it and tell you exactly why our bodies need sleep. Because I've heard so many people saying that too, like, oh, I don't get sleep. I'm a little confused about people. Let me see. Why do we need sleep? Let's see what it says. Well, researchers have also shown that after people sleep, they tend to regain information and perform better on memory tasks. Our bodies all require long periods of sleep in order to restore. Your body needs to restore, rejuvenate, to grow muscle, repair tissue. Yeah, like, sleep sounds very important to me. You know, and it's recommended that we get at least 7 to 8 hours of sleep. How much sleep do you usually get? You know what I started doing? Well, actually, if you wear your Fitbit or record it on your phone, it will tell you how many hours of sleep. Because if you don't really know how many hours you're getting, then you can't do better the next night. So my thing is, if you're not getting at least 7 hours of sleep now, just kind of gradually go up. If you're used to getting 4, would you believe some people only get 3 or 4 hours of sleep and say, oh, I function well off that? Well, after a while, your body is going to say, I no longer want to function like that. and then it's not going to. So you need to really make yourself first, you know. And I know life gets busy. Oh my God, my life is busy. I have a full-time job. I do this is a full-time job, you know, but I make time for myself because I'm very important. You matter. You need to know that. I'm here to tell you that you matter. You know, because if you're not here, your kids won't matter, where you work won't matter, your house won't matter, how much money you have in the bank, it won't matter. Money can't buy health. It just can't. Money don't even buy happiness. How is it going to buy your health? So we need to drink our water, move around, get a little exercise in, and make sure we're getting some sleep. People, like, don't abuse your body and expect your body to take care of you. Because if you don't take care of your body will definitely not take care of you. And then eating fruits and vegetables. That's another thing that we did on the challenge, or that we're still doing on the challenge. Eating fruits and vegetables. At least try your hardest to eat at least 3 vegetables and 3 fruits a day. And if you're diabetic already, check with your doctor and see what kind of fruit is good for you, because some fruit has a lot of sugar and it's not good for those with diabetes. And then they say different things about bananas. But you get to know your own body. That's how you will know what's good for your body. You know, like, let's say you eat something, a banana or something, and it makes you sick. That's your body's way of telling you that it's rejecting it, that it doesn't like that, that it doesn't want that. So you have to pay attention to your signals that your body is giving you. It's a must, people, that we listen to our bodies. No one's going to know your body better than you. I don't care who it is. Your husband not going to know your body better than you. Your doctor won't even know your body better than you. Because when you go to the doctor, they say, oh, how are you today? They want you to tell them how you're feeling. So how are you feeling? You know, tell me what's been going on. Because they're not inside your body. You are. So you have to take control of your own health. You have to take control of your own body. So make sure you do these things. Fruits and vegetables. I love fruits. I love vegetables. I mean, you know, like, let's say you're not used to eating fruits and you're not used to eating vegetables. Just go a little bit at a time. Maybe you can't do the 3 in one day. Maybe start off with 1. You know, but the thing is, in order to do something, you have to get started. And why not now? Your body is depending on you. Let me see. And the next thing we did was a 15-minute workout. I just started them off with 15 minutes because so many people are not used to doing any workout, like getting on the treadmill, like doing the elliptical, going on the bike, you know, going for a stroll, you know. Yeah, so if you just do 15 minutes of some of that in one day, the next week you might can incorporate 20 minutes versus 15 minutes. You know, just at least get started. And your body is dependent on you. So I can't keep saying try. This has to be a thing that you just go ahead and do it. Like, you may not can go cold turkey. I went cold turkey because I wanted my health back so bad. Like, I had refused to suffer. I am not going to be sick. I refuse to suffer. So I just went flat out cold turkey. From that day to this day, I changed the way I eat. Some people can do that. If you're able to go cold turkey, I say kudos, go for cold turkey. But if you can't, incorporate one thing at a time into your life and watch and see the difference that the whole picture will make. You have to see yourself down the road. Like, what does your future health look like to you? What do you want your future health to look like? What is your goal for your health? What do you want to feel like? What kind of reports do you want from your doctor? I always want to get a clean bill of health from my doctor. Always. I don't care if I go once a year. I don't care if I go every 6 months. I want him to tell me, great job, because I don't like having all these different things wrong with my body. I just can't deal with that. You know, I don't like being sick. I think some people, between me and you, I think some people really like being sick because they get the sympathy, they get the family visiting them, they get the, oh, sweetie, you don't feel good today. You know, that type of stuff. I don't care about all that. I just want to be healthy. I don't need your sympathy like that. I just want a good report from my doctor. Okay, and then another thing we did was to write down everything we ate for a day. Just one day. And don't switch up because you're writing it down. Eat what you normally eat and just track every single thing that you eat. Everything you drink, everything you eat. You know why? So that way I don't know, something magical to me about writing stuff down, you know, and then you can go back the week after and say, let me see what I really been eating. You know, I didn't realize I ate McDonald's 3 or 4 times a week. I didn't realize I only drank 4 cups of water in a week. You know, you won't know it unless you write it down. So make sure you write down what you're eating, because you'll be surprised at what you're eating and consuming and you don't even realize it. Continue to reflect on the health that you want to have in the future, and you'll see a big difference in your life. And then we did our vegetables, like just 3 a day. Any vegetable that you like, just do 3 of those a day and you'll see a big difference. And you know, some people say they don't like vegetables. Well, try vegetables that you like, or try to like them because your body likes them. Your body is crying out for them. Your body needs vegetables and fruits. So you might want to just try these things even though you don't like them at first, because a lot of the foods that I started eating, I didn't particularly care for them, but after a while, after I kept doing it, then they got better and better and better, you know. So you just have to keep at it. You have to keep trying. How bad do you want your health? How good do you want your health to be a week from now, 2 weeks from now, a year from now? Where do you see your health going? Is it going to go downhill, or you want to get a clean bill of health? Which one do you want? It depends. It depends on you. You are the CEO of your own body. Like, I can give you this information. I can do all the challenges in the world, but if you don't do the work, like, I can give you the information, but I can't do the work for you. I can't eat for you. I can't work out for you. I can't exercise for you. I can't change my mindset for you. These are things I'm still working on myself, but I'm sharing them with you because I'm so passionate. Oh my God, I'm so passionate about health because of what I went through, and I'm trying to get as many people on board, because you don't have to be as sick as you are. If you're sick, you don't have to be that way. You know, go to your doctor, stay in contact with your doctor, do what your doctor say until you get your body strong enough, or to the place where it doesn't need this medication. I'm no doctor. I'm just giving you my life's journey, like what I started doing 2.5 years ago, and what has worked for me, because I've been back to the doctor twice and he continues to give me the same report that, you know, he doesn't realize what I've done. He said, you know, I'm so proud of you. You know, you really turned your health around, you know, different things like that. That's a good feeling, to go to a doctor and for a doctor to tell you that, because they study all this stuff, and for them to come back and say, oh wow, like, you really wowed us, like, because he told me, you know what my doctor said, Judy, this news that I gave you, he said, I've given it to a whole lot of people. He said, and by far, you're one of the few that has really turned their health around, because I love me just that much. I care about me just that much. I don't love my grandchildren, my children, my mother, my sisters, nobody more than I love me, because I've come to a point, I realize that if I'm not here living, then none of those things are going to matter to me. So I want to live in order to be here for my grandchildren, to see my great-great-grandchildren have kids, to see my great-grandchildren, my grandchildren graduate from high school. Like, and I don't want to be all broke down doing all that. No, I just refuse to live like that. But you have to first change your thinking about your health. You have to. And sometimes you have to even change your environment about your health. You know, even though you live in a house full of people and no one else is interested in their health, your health don't belong to them. It belongs to you. So you have to be responsible for it. What was something else? And then invite someone else. Like, once you start this stuff, tell your family and friends about it. Don't keep it to yourself. Because let's say I kept this great news about my health to myself. Then I wouldn't be sharing it with you. And then you wouldn't know some of the things that you need to be doing. So share information. When you find out something good, something that's working for you, don't keep it to yourself. Share it with your family and friends. People that you love, don't you want them healthy too? I do. I tell literally 99.9% of the people that I come in contact with, I know my family and friends are tired of hearing about health. But I talk about it every day to everybody. I spare nobody. Especially when I hear younger people complaining, oh, I can't stand up because my knees hurt. Oh, my back hurt. Oh, arthritis. You know, it's like, Why are you accepting that as your health? Like, I don't understand. I'm still confused about why do you think you need to live like that? What you've become comfortable, I think. And the food just tastes so good, and it's so easy not to work out. It's so easy not to drink water. But then what happens? Or you're real busy. That's a good one. I hear a lot. Well, I'm too busy. Sweetie, let me tell you something. You might be busy now, but when you get sick, you won't be busy anymore. You'll be laid down on your back somewhere. You know, so you need to do these things now while you're able to do them. You know, because if you want to live a long, healthy life, you got to do something about it now. Your young self is responsible for taking care of your older self. Like you're young now, so you should take care of your body now, so that as you get older, then you can reap the benefits of what you did when you were younger. Like, you can't just abuse your body and think your body is going to not abuse you back. It's like, yo, you abuse me, I'm gonna abuse you back. Like your heart say, oh, if you attack me, I'm gonna attack you back. And who do you think's gonna win? You or your heart? You or your body? So if you don't treat your body right, trust and believe me, your body's not going to treat you right either. Just do right by your body. And then we also eliminated some of the unhealthy foods from our list of the foods that we wrote down, like maybe a couple of days prior. Start eliminating 1 or 2 things at a time off your food list. If you know for a fact that you don't need that fried chicken, y'all. Fried chicken is so good. I remember it, but I won't eat it. I haven't had fried chicken in 2.5 years, probably longer than that. You know why? Not that I don't like it. I love it, but it doesn't love me back. And I can't have a relationship where I'm doing all the loving and you ain't loving me back. I don't even care if it's with food, y'all. If you ain't gonna love me back, look, boo, I ain't gonna love you either. How about that? Or I'm gonna love you from a distance. Okay? So fried chicken wasn't loving me back, so I had to give up the relationship. That's a good one. I just made that up. But it's important that you have a mutual relationship. If you're gonna love your food is gonna have to love you back. Unless you used to abuse, unless you used to loving something or someone, and it doesn't matter if it loves you back. But it matters to me. It needs to love me right back. If I'm gonna use my energy to love you, I'm gonna need you to love me right back. I'm just saying what I'm saying. And then we started making smoothies. Like, that's going to be the last thing in the 21 day. Well, no, it's not, because we have another whole week to go. I don't know when you're watching this video. But we also started making smoothies. Like, I started drinking green smoothies every single morning for breakfast. Oh my God, I love them. I love them. You know, so... And in a green smoothie, the reason why I call it a green smoothie is because I add kale and spinach to it. That's what makes it green. Duh. But then you also add different frozen fruits to it. And I add like, oh my God, what's this stuff? Different kind of powders and turmeric. You know, you can add really whatever you like to it. But you can also, I have a cookbook that's available on Amazon. Get my cookbook. There are, how many recipes in here? I think it's 30 recipes. There are 30 healthy recipes in this book. This book, the recipes in this book have been tried and proven by others besides myself, because I think my food is awesome. I think it's delicious because I research recipes and I make them my own. You know, I incorporate healthier ingredients into them, and I have testers that come over when I make different meals, and they will test the food, and I get their honest opinion if it's good. If they say it needs to be tweaked, then I go back and tweak it. So, but you got the end results of it. You have this book, and you can order this book on Amazon. It's a healthy cookbook, Judy in the Kitchen. Judy in the Kitchen. Order your book from Amazon. And if you live in my area, I have plenty of books. You can just get your book right from me. So, I hope that this talk helped, because I really, really, honest to God, want to help you. I care about you, but I need you to care about you also. So remember the things that we talked about. Incorporate them into your everyday life. And I will talk to you again soon in my next video. Thank you for watching. Remember, if this video helped you, give me a thumbs up. Please share this video with your family and friends, because I'm sure they need to hear this information too. And I will see you in my next video. Bye-bye.